तिर नक तक नक तुम तिट तक.
Hi, hello viewers. Welcome to CVR English. On this very auspicious day of vasanthapanchami, that too in the very powerful and magnum opus lifetime opportunity for Hindus, which is Mahakumbh Mela. Vasanthapanchami is coming in Mahakumbh Mela time. This is considered as one of the holiest day in the entire Kumbh period. So let us discuss more about Vasanthapanchami, which is coming on February 2nd, and what is the speciality of Vasanthapanchami, which is coming especially on Mahakumbh timing. Actually, Vasanthapanchami comes every then and now, but the Vasanthapanchami which is coming on Mahakumbh day, or the Mahakumbh timing, or the Mahakumbh process timing, is very auspicious. Today, let's welcome our guest, Mr. Jayasimha Chaturvedi. He is also a senior journalist and a spiritual person. Let us know more about Mahakumbh Mela's Vasanthapanchami. Namaste, sir. How are you?
Fine, happy.
So, what is, to start the discussion, I would like to ask you first, actually, what is Vasanthapanchami? And what's its specialty?
Okay. We are saying Vasanthapanchami. In that there are two words. First the word is Vasant and the second one is Panchami. North Indians call it Vasant. Vasant or Vasanta, both are same. In Telugu we will say Vasant. Purely Telugu means Vasantam. Vasantam actually is a change in the climate. Okay? We have 6 types of Rutu, we'll say in Telugu Rutuvulu.
Seasons.
So, seasons. Means not broadly seasons. Seasons means rainy, summer, winter. These are called seasons. But these 6 types of these climatic changes also will be happening.
Zones.
Climatic changes will also will be happening. Vasantam, Grishmam, Sharad Rutuvu, Hemantam, like that we will say in Telugu. So in them, Vasantam is the first one. Okay. During this time, all the trees will be letting their means shedding their leaves, and the new greenery can be observed on the whole of the planet, particularly in Indian subcontinent.
A kind of autumn season. It can be considered as autumn.
No, exactly, to talk exactly, it is called spring in English. So this spring season which is there, we will be celebrating in coming months Ugadi also. Ugadi marks the starting of new year for Telugu people, and
Indian New Year.
Indian, not Indian exactly, Telugu New Year. In India, on that same Ugadi day, many people celebrate with some other names. But New Year starts for Telugu people particularly. Like that in April.
Actually, I'm sorry to stop you in between. They say that during the time of Shatakarni, Gautamiputra Shatakarni, this Ugadi and the auspicious celebration of Ugadi has started. Is that true?
No. Shatakarni time is also very important for Telugu people, because we follow, means in Panchang, nowadays we are following Gregorian calendar, so that is New Year on January 1st. But in traditional way, we follow Shatakarni era also. Shatavahana Shakam, they will say in Telugu. So that is also, there is a calendar. But Ugadi is not exactly starting with Shatakarni era. It is there before also. Ugadi, the meaning of Ugadi is called Yugadi. The Yuga started. When the Yuga started, it is called Yuga Adi. Adi means starting. So on Ugadi day, the new calendar starts for Telugu people. But what about this Vasanthapanchami means? This Vasanthapanchami occurs exactly 40 days before Holi. So it is a kind of preparation for the spring. Spring celebrations are there all over India. When the winter subsides and summer starts to show its intensity. So the whole summer is not at means it is not yet come, and the winter is still there. This changeover period, this transformation period is called Vasantam. So this on the starting of this Vasanta period is marked by Panchami, Vasanthapanchami. And spiritually talking, Vasanthapanchami is the day on which Ma Saraswati Mata came into existence on this physical realm. So means whenever we talk about Saraswati Devi, what we'll imagine? We imagine we imagine a goddess who is sitting next to Lord Brahma, who is creator. Okay, the creators actually, to say in simple sense, the wife of the creator is called Saraswati, the spiritual consort of Lord Brahma. So Lord Brahma is creating this whole universe with the help of some kind of knowledge and wisdom. That knowledge and wisdom is called Saraswati. So if there is fire, and what is the power of that fire? Fire burns. If you touch it, you will get that sense of hot feeling. So the power of burning is there for fire inherently. Like that, the inherent power of Brahma is called Saraswati. So if Saraswati is not there, Brahma will not be able to create this whole universe.
God of or goddesses of knowledge, we should pray on Vasant Panchami.
Yeah.
Goddesses of war, Ma Kali.
Yes.
Or Ma Brahmaramba, from where Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj has got his sword.
Brahmaramba Brahmaramba signifies the valor.
Okay.
We need to have some valor for winning a war. Chhatrapati Shivaji also needed that. So Goddess Brahmaramba gave him that valor in the form of a sword. Even they'll say Tulja Bhavani of Maharashtra also gave boons to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. And when we observe Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he devoted himself, he worshipped all through his life Kali Mata. So Kali, Brahmaramba.
Sir, they also say that this legendary historic figure Tenali Ramakrishna is also a great worshipper of Ma Saraswati.
Yes, Tenali Ramakrishna, it is there is some opinion difference in academicians, but poet Kalidasa is there. He is completely a full-time devotee, we can say. He is completely devoted to Ma Saraswati. But what they say, he also wrote that famous Shamala Dandakam. He was once very ignorant. He
arrogant.
know nothing. No, not arrogant. He was
chill guy.
He was not educated properly.
Okay.
And he doesn't know anything. He doesn't even know the alphabet of Sanskrit also.
Dumb.
Yeah. So that when he was at that dumb stage, he got married to some princess. That is a story. In some special extraordinary conditions, he got married to a great princess. She was very full of wisdom, but coming to know that her husband is a very ignorant, illiterate, and he's simply saying he's a country brute. So what to do next? She suggested him to go to the Saraswati temple, which is in nowadays present day Ujjain. There is one goddess temple.
Jyotirlinga.
There. Yeah, it is even also Shakti Pitam also. So there.
No, if I am not wrong, only Srisailam is considered a place where Jyotirlingam and Shakti Pit is there.
Like
does it?
There are some more. There are some more pilgrim centers where both Lord Shiva and Parvati stay there as a Jyotirlinga and Shakti Pit. Okay, in Ujjain we see that Mahakaleshwar, Lord Shiva is called Mahakaleshwar.
Ujjain Mahakaleshwar.
Mahakali, Lord Parvati, the goddess Parvati is called Mahakali. They both are very significant there, and Ujjain temple and Ujjain area,
premises.
The whole area is very important, considered very important in astrological sense. True. In India.
It's considered as middle
point of like we can say the whole navel of India.
True.
The total
Compass.
India. Yeah, and all the calculations in our Panchang during olden days, they used to do from that point. They used to calculate from there. Okay, And coming to our this thing, Kalidasa prayed to Ma Kali only, but she came in front of him as Saraswati. So her another name is called Mantrini. We can also call her Shamala also.
Shamala.
So when she came in front of him and she wrote some bijaksharas on his tongue, he got immediate knowledge. Means he doesn't need to again go to a school and study all the things. The sudden flow of knowledge. Actually, the word Saraswati in Sanskrit means flow. Literal meaning I am saying. Saraswati is the name of a goddess, okay. But what is the literal meaning of the word Saraswati means flow.
What are the rules that should be followed during the holy dip on Vasanthapanchami or any other puja? What we do
No,
on Vasanthapanchami?
In Mahakumbha Mela, on the auspicious day of Vasanthapanchami, means recently Mauni Amavasya was there. Unfortunately, some
even
stampede,
we discussed about
some stampede occurred. It should not have been, but on that day, lakhs of people had a bath in Triveni Sangam. The same thing is going to happen on Vasanthapanchami also, but not that many people will turn there to Prayagraj, but surely a big crowd is going to be there. And rituals means in Prayagraj, the whole thing will be as usual. Every day they are going and they are doing their sankalp and they are having a dip in that holy waters. After that they will do Pinda Pradhan, everything for ancestors. And that thing will be as usual. But coming to Saraswati Devi pujas, in our local temples, particularly Telugu people has this Basara in Telangana. So Basara is a particular place for Saraswati Devi worshipping. That Saraswati Devi idol was means Vyasa, Lord Rishi Vyasa, Vedavyas. He consecrated that Saraswati Devi idol in Basara. So it is very special. So many people with their kids, they'll go there and they'll do this Aksharabhyas.
I heard a word from Chaganti ji.
Koteshwar
Koteshwar Garu and Garkipati. Everyone have told and they have a very clear note on this. If there is any special or auspicious day, please try to celebrate that day in the very simplest manner you can, because the overcrowding are causing such problems.
Means whenever an occasion occurs, there will be one particular place that will act as an epicenter on the for that festival.
Because sir, as you raised the Tirupati issue, it was for Vaikuntha Dwara Darshanam. What I would like to say here is, being a journalist, see, every Vaishnava temple has that Vaikuntha Dwara Darshanam facility or that thing. See, people who are going to Tirupati can also go to Ahobilam. People who are going to Tirupati can also go to Vijayawada.
No, what I am saying is, they can go to the temple which is at the end
street
of the street corner or in their local area.
True.
See, if you are neglecting,
every Vaishnava temple has that Vaikuntha Dwara Darshanam on that special auspicious day. Hyderabad people can go to Chilkur Balaji temple if they really want to worship.
No, what I am saying is, the temple which is nearest to you, whether it is a Shiva temple, Vishnu temple or means goddess temple, anything, you can go there and you can do puja and everything on any day. What is the thing? See, for example, we are talking about Vasanthapanchami. Vasanthapanchami is particularly dedicated to goddess Saraswati. if there is a chance, you can go to Basara, or if you can go to some other place where Ma Saraswati Devi is there. These things we can do. If there is no chance financially or in
you can even go to
health wise or anything, we can avoid going to long distances. We can go to the nearest temple which is there in our area or locality also. But the thing is, we should have 100% faith on what we
True,
are doing.
true.
And particularly Aksharabhyasam. Nowadays what is happening? Everybody is having a craze about going to Basara or some other place and doing that Aksharabhyasa with particular person, or some saint or some sannyasi or some guruji or some pandit. So don't rush to someone or some place. If you have chance,
Just because he is famous.
if you have chance, you get there and do you comfortable. If there is no chance, go to the nearest temple and do everything with the faith. The thing is, faith is important. When the faith is there, every other thing will take care of itself. When the faith itself is not there, even if you go to Mahakumbha Mela and have a dip also, no big use is there. It will be there, use will be there, but it will be very nominal. The thing is, the important thing is faith.
Coming to Vasant Panchami, sir, if there is no Mahakumbh, how should Vasant Panchami should be celebrated?
No, Mahakumbh actually occurs on once in a century, and normal Kumbh Melas will happen to every 12 years. And the simple Kumbh Melas will be
Ardha Kumbh
happening,
Mela.
Ardha Kumbh Mela every 6 years, and the most normal Kumbh Mela occurs every 4 years. So there will be some years when no Kumbh Mela will be there. But on that day, what we have to do means Vasanta Panchami occurs every year, but Mahakumbh Mela or Kumbh Mela doesn't compulsorily be happening on the every year. Okay. At that time, what we have to do means it is already prescribed in Shastras. The first and main thing is you have to worship Saraswati Devi. Not exactly in the form of Saraswati. You can go to any goddess temple. If the Saraswati temple is not there very near to your home or area, in your area, you can go to any goddess temple, goddess Parvati or goddess Lakshmi or everything. See, when we Lakshmi also, we do pujas for Lakshmi also in the form of Vidya Lakshmi.
Yeah.
So Lakshmi has so many forms. So Mahalakshmi has one form is Vidya Lakshmi. Vidya Lakshmi is none other but Saraswati Devi only. So we can do puja to any goddess. If Saraswati Devi temple is there in our premise, in our location, or we can go to that particular
Locality.
temple. So in such conditions we can go there and offer our pujas, or else we can go to any other temple, and we have to, if it is possible, we can recite this Saraswati Stotras. There is one famous stotra of Agastya. Agastya Maharshi gave that stotra. Yakundendu Tusharahara Davala Ya Shubhra Vastranvit. These kind of stotras.
I don't know how many people know this slokam. Many of my generation people can remember this slokam from the movie called Happy Days. Please.
And it is sung in many traditional schools even now also.
Yeah, it's a prayer.
Means most probably Catholic or convent school children may doesn't know, but Hindu children who are in traditionally Hindu background schools, they can know. And Saraswati Shishu Mandirs of RSS organization, even that children also will be knowing this by heart. So Yakundendra Tusharahara is a very famous, and Saraswati Namastubhyam. Anything.
This was even performed by us.
Yeah. Anything which you know about Saraswati Devi, you can recite it wholeheartedly. What I am saying is, you just can't decide whether 1 hour is enough or 2 hours or 3 hours. Even if you get 5 minutes of time also, you sit in a place with a calm mind and worship the goddess Saraswati and meditate. What ultimately important is meditation in silence. Because we can't do meditation in silence, we are doing every other thing. So go to a temple, have a darshan, do puja, and do any stotra if you know, or else listen to. Luckily we are having nowadays YouTube, and a lot of audio content is there in YouTube.
It's available.
So, and pravachanams. We talked about Chaganti Koteshwar Rao garu and Garikapati garu and Vaddiparthi garu and Samavedam Shanmukha. These all people, these all Gurujis, they said about Saraswati Devi at a stretch in for hours. So there is so much of content online, we can listen to that also. We luckily we have taken a birth as Hindu. We believe in Purva Janma and Punar Janma. So in next Janma, if we are in Africa or America or Europe, and if we are not Hindu,
Anything is okay. Africa, Europe, America, anything is okay, but not Pakistan is not okay. Please.
even in Pakistan also, anywhere if you take birth, there is no guarantee that you will have access to this all 18 Puranas, 4 Vedas, and this whole lot of ocean of knowledge that is connected with Hindu Dharma and Sanatana Dharma. Now luckily we know these are all there. Many people on the planet doesn't even know that there is some book called Ramayana, Bharata, and everything.
Actually, there is a meme which went viral a few days back during New Year.
Yeah.
Normal, other than Indian, every European or African or American nation, except India, every nation celebrates when Earth revolves around Sun, which takes 365 days.
365.
But Indians celebrates when Jupiter's revolves around Sun, which is 12 years.
Yeah, Indian and the planetary movements and their knowledge regarding Indians, it is very ancient.
Yeah.
From the times unknown, we are keeping track of the movements of all the 9 planets along with Sun and Moon. Telugu people celebrate the movement of Moon. That's why we have 12 months and 1 year also according to the movement of Moon. That is called Chandrayaan. And some people in our Tamil Nadu, Kerala, they celebrate according to movement of Surya. So that is called Saurayanam. And in north they will celebrate according to the movement of Bruhaspati. That is called Bruhaspati Manam. So in India also Jupiter. The movement of Jupiter is taken into account, and they will decide according to movements of Jupiter, and their festivals will be little different. See, when we are saying the month is Shravan, in Shravana Masam in Telugu, they will say Bhadrapadam.
Yeah.
So
their Shravan is different and our Shravan is different. Yeah, true.
Why? Because we are following the moon and they are following Jupiter.
Yeah, there is one more doubt. We celebrate only 2 Navaratris as per my knowledge.
Yeah.
One is during Saraswati Devi, like
Before Dasara.
Before
10 days
Dasara,
before
10 days,
Dasara.
10 days before Dasara, and 10 days during
Ramanavami time.
No. Vinayak Chavati.
That is Vinayaka Chauthi Navaratri is dedicated to Lord Ganesha.
Yeah.
But goddess Saraswati or goddess Kali means the feminine force. Shakti Aradhana is done 4 times a year. But in South India, very popular Navaratri is Sharan Navaratri, that is 10 days before Dasara. All the 9 days we will pray to goddess Durga, everyone, and on the 10th day we celebrate Dasara. That is called Sharan Navaratri. And one more popular thing is one more popular Navaratri is there in South India, that is celebrated in Chaitra, month of Chaitra. Chaitra Padhyami to Chaitra Navami. What is that? That coincides with Ramanavami. So in April we get Ramanavami. On the Ramanavami day, this Vasanta Navaratri comes to an end. So before Ramanavami, 8 days it is celebrated. On the 9th day, it is concluded.
Sir, before concluding, it's my last question.
This has something to complete. 2 Vasanta Navaratri and Sharan Navaratri in April and almost in October. These 2 are there. The more 2 are there. These are called Gupta Navaratri. They are celebrated in one in November, December time, and the other in now we are celebrating. It is called Magha Navaratri. Magha Navaratri is also called Shamala Navaratri.
Okay.
These 9 days Saraswati Devi pujas are done in a extensive manner. But Vasanta Panchami falls on the Navaratri time only every year. To now Vasanta Navaratri this year it is on February 2nd and 3rd. People are having difference of opinion.
Yeah,
2 days they are celebrating, particularly on 3rd. So not only this Vasanta Panchami day, all the 9 days now whatever is going on, these 9 days are dedicated to Saraswati Devi, and these are called Shamala Navaratri.
So before the conclusion, my final question, sir. So we have discussed Hindu religion and science, which are how they both are interlinked with each other. Whether you may take it a seasonal kind of thing or it's a planetary kind of thing. My final question is, sir, we are in a winter season now. People around me believe, and I have experienced many times, after Shivratri the cold is completely off. How is this?
Our ancestors, they kept observing the whole natural process that is occurring on the planet for millennia. So many centuries they observed everything and they made records of that all things, and finally they gave one final form to their observations and their knowledge. That is called Panchang. In Panchang everything is there because it is not the knowledge of one person who is writing today. It is a knowledge that is passed on by so many people in so many centuries. So that whole lot of heritage, we can say heritage. It is it is wisdom and it is knowledge, but it is also for a form of heritage. That heritage we are seeing
Cultural heritage.
Yeah, we can say that heritage, that whole celestial knowledge about the sky, that is reflecting in Panchang. In Panchang everything is written, and simple knowledge without even not even with the Panchang also. Our festivals, they coincide with climatic changes. We talked about vasanthapanchami. Vasanthapanchami marks the starting of changes towards Vasanta season, and from after this 40 days there is Holi, and in between there is Shivaratri also. Shivaratri, this year it is on February 26th. From Shivaratri slowly,
and the very specific date also Kumbh Mela ends.
Yeah, the Kumbh Mela is coming to an end because it is Shivaratri.
Oh, okay.
Means that calculations are done on keeping that in the view only.
Okay.
So after Shivaratri, Kumbh Mela is over. To mark all this, these kind of festivals are there: Vasanta Panchami, Ratha Saptami, Shivaratri, and finally Ugadi. After Ugadi, it is completely summer then.
This was our special discussion on Vasant Panchami, which is coming on an auspicious period of Mahakumbh Mela. So let us all come together and celebrate this very auspicious day with dedication and lots of devotion towards our Lords. And let us all take a promise that we will all be responsible when we go to any temple or any holy places. Let's be responsible. Let's be very careful on the things what we are doing, and for the consequences, if we have done any mistake, the consequences will be not only borne by us, with the entire people around us should also bear the consequences for the thing what we'll do in such auspicious days or auspicious holy places. So be responsible and be careful while you go to holy places on these auspicious days. Let's celebrate, and CVR wishes everyone gets the blessings of Ma Saraswati on the occasion of Vasant Panchami. So let us conclude today's program of Vasant Panchami, and let us give a very good thanks for our special guest Sri Jayasimha Chaturvedi ji. So let us meet in another episode with another very interesting topic such as Vasant Panchami. Until then, keep watching CVR English.
Thagran, Hidanak, Taknak, Dum, Kit.